Good morning, Oostburg Concrete. This week's message, OSHA compliance training number 1, fire extinguishers. The goal today, we're going to identify different classes, choose the appropriate type, use of the fire extinguisher, inspect and maintain. So, away we go. In the event, standard 1910.157. That a fire is discovered, immediately call fire department, notify the supervisor, assess the situation. If you, without a doubt, can put out the fire, that's one thing. The other thing you need to know is that fire extinguishers use is voluntary. And we need to be prepared to take the evacuation measures. What causes the fire? Well, it's a result of a chemical reaction. Enough oxygen to support or feed a fire. Fuel, wood, paper, trash, flammable. Ignition or heat source. Open flame, overheating equipment, static, electric, a spark, chemical reaction. Also, fuel does not ignite spontaneously. It needs an outside source. Once ignited, the burning fuel is hot enough to keep the fire going as long as there's fuel and oxygen enough to support the fire. It's an uninhibited chain reaction, if you will. There's a lot of different types of fires. Class A, B, C, D, ABC, you name it. Class A, wood, paper, plastic, garbage. B, grease, gasoline, oil, solvents. C, appliances, switches, electrical equipment. D, magnesium, titanium, fork, metal materials. Combustible, if you will. Extinguishing the fire. Okay? Extinguishing agent eliminates one of the vital elements of the fire. Remove heat. Dump water to cool. Remove oxygen. Smother the fire. Heavy blanket, per se. Remove the fuel. Difficult to do at times. Water extinguisher, rated only for a Class A fire, something we need to know. Spread a Class B fire, flammable liquids can float on water. By the way, talking about water, never put water on a grease fire. Cause an electric shock on a Class C fire. If energized, it could cause electric shock. Dry chemical extinguishers. Best all-around choice is your ABC and BC. Help prevent reignition, make a mess. Class BC contains sodium bicarbonate, and the Class ABC contains ammonium phosphate. Carbon dioxide, CO2 extinguishers. Class BC rated, not effective on a Class A fire. Should not be used on Class D metal fires as well. Do not leave residue. Are a good choice for computers and electronics. Must be placed 3 to 8 feet from the fire. Class D rated, filled with powdered copper, sodium chloride. Form an airtight crust over the fire, clings to vertical surfaces. Water mist extinguishers. Class A rate, where the potential for Class C hazards exist. Provides safety from the electrical shock. Fight or flight decision. Do you evacuate or don't you? If you're in doubt about fighting it or not, don't be messing around with it. Fire is not spreading beyond the starting point, and you feel that comfortable, by all means. Avoiding smoke. Exit is clear. Can you easily evacuate the fire suddenly if the fire suddenly increases? Being prepared. Extinguishers nearby. Correct extinguisher for class and size of the fire. If you cannot, excuse me, if you can't answer yes to these points, simply evacuate. The pass method is simply this, all right? P is simply you pull the pin right here, okay? You pull that pin. A, you aim the nozzle. Where do you aim? At the very base of the fire, all right? S, the first S in pass means squeeze the handle. And the last S simply means sweep. And when you're sweeping, you need to sweep at the base of the fire. Always, I want to reiterate, the wind should always be at your back so it's blowing the fire away from you. Away from you. Next, inspect